In this video I will show you how you can produce this. Hi my BeatMinds! I'm really looking forward to do this again. Welcome to the BeatMinds Deconstruction Part 5. Today I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna produce a track in the style of Joris Voorn and his label Spectrum. I got the idea from one of my subscribers. I was not really aware of Joris at first. Thank you for the tip. Then I listened to a few tracks of his and then I noticed it's a very unique style. It reminds me of the music which is played on this unofficial open airs popping out in the city during summer in the parks. So I was taking his track You and I was trying to produce something similar. And this is what I came up with. This is the project. We have the intro, first break, then we have the drop, second break, second drop. Let's start with the drums. The drums sound like this. We have a low kick, a kick body, and a click on top. Kick low is really just the very low of the kick. Kick body is the mid of the kick. And kick high is actually really just a click. Then we come to the snare. Sample. EQ'd like this. Then we have a shaker. Just with soothe, getting a little of the harshness out. And a closed head. It's a loop, but I make it a little pump with kickstart. And another open hi-hat. Then we start with the instruments. We have this bass here. I made this myself in Serum. It's a saw-tooth wave, unison, slightly detuned. But what you don't want to have, you don't want many voices in the sub-frequency because it makes them wide. Then you can have some phase issues. This is why I cut out the fundamental. Here would be the fundamental. It makes the shape look like this. And what this allows me is to replace the lower fundamental with a stable sine wave with only one voice. Then we have the envelope 2 running the filter cutoff. Makes it a little plucky. Together with the drums, the bass sounds like this. Then here we start with the bass melody. MIDI looks like this, quite simple. The saw chords sound like this. As you can hear, they are filtered down. Three voices of unison. And as you can see up here, I make the fine pitch controlled by the LFO, which gives us a little analog vibe. And before we go further, we have here this pad fill, I call it, because it's like acting like a little fill. It sounds like this. Reminds me a little of psytrance, I have to say. They kind of use these sounds. It's a preset, and I distorted it, made it a little wider, distortion, a little chorus, delay, and here an EQ. Sounds like this again. And we have the first lead also in the intro. It sounds like this. That's a sawtooth. 2 octaves playing. I made a noise running also in the filter to make it more clickier. And then we have a filter. OTT. and a little kickstart to leave space for the transient of the kick. If you came that far and you're enjoying my videos, please be so kind and leave me a subscription on the channel and like my videos. For you it's just a little click, but it helps me a lot to keep on doing this regular videos. Thank you so much. Good, then we come into the first break. Main chords coming in. They sound like this. Very cool, nice melody. How I made them. So first I have those chords. They're more mid-rangey, let's say it like this. EQ, OTT, another EQ. Patch looks like this. Pluck mid-saw. And the second part of the chords sounds like this. It has a little bit more movement. And they are more plucky and a little bit more high-end. They're going to be filtered in. And the sustain is modulated a little. Together they sound like this. And these saw chords come back in. They also are filtered up. Then for support of the break, we have this respace coming in. Same trick here. I removed the fundamental from the sawtooth because it's unison and detuned, so it's white and you don't want to have the white low end. And I replaced it with the stable sine wave to keep it stable. You can see that these kind of move all the time, but the downer fundamental always stays stable. And then we also have a pad coming in the break. Also filtered up. It's a pad from Spire. So, and we also have vocals coming in. They sound like this. I got them from Splice. Look at them smiling. Sound totally weird. I had to make a lot of EQ to make them fit. Like dynamic EQs. And soothe again to make it a little less harsh. They were horrible from the start. All together, it would sound like this in the break. Look at them smiling, here alone. The grass dancing on its own. Right, coming in. Clap. Stop. So that is the first main drop. To begin with, we have again this pad fill. Very simple, but very nice. The drums hit, the bass hit. And the chords, they're coming from the break. I replaced the second chords by these chords. They're just slightly different EQ'd and have a kickstand on them. So they sound like this. And we have some vocals. They sound like this, like vocal chops I called them, not really chops, but yeah, you get it. Some effects, EQ, OTT, compression, ping pong delay, and Valhalla Room. The second break. The vocals again, pad coming up, chords coming up, respace, then here we'll kick in the chords again. and the vocal. And writes. Sounds like this.
Look at them smiling, here alone.
Before the second drop hits, we have a snare roll coming in. Very simple, it's a sample, nothing made with it. And the only thing changes from the first to the second drop is this crazy lead melody. Really crazy, I like it. It sounds like this. Just an EQ, ping pong delay, reverb and kickstart. And the synthesizer is the lead from Spire. Looks like this. And that's, in the end, the whole drop. So that's it. I would say we go for the full result. Let's go.
Let's go.